Welcome to the Dr. Renee Sunday Show, where it's not too late to shine. We bring you transformative information for small business owners, entrepreneurial insight, wisdom, and secrets to aid you to be seen, be heard, and get paid, to catapult your life to more impact, success, and freedom. Now, please welcome your host, the platform builder herself, Dr. Renee Sunday.
This is the Dr. Renee Sunday Show podcast. Welcome. I am Dr. Renee Sunday, and I am the platform builder. We want to welcome you. We want to stop for a minute and just say thank you. Thank you for downloading us over on iTunes, downloading us and checking us out on the different platforms that we're on. We SoundCloud, we everywhere, okay? We're on the Apple, the Google podcast. Thank you. You're checking us out on YouTube. You're on our website, reneesunday.com. And guess what? You're checking us out on social media as well. So we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you for believing in us. We want to say thank you for just taking your time out. You may be checking us out live, or you may be on the archive. It may be morning, afternoon, evening. You may be jogging. You may be driving. You may be cooking dinner or doing homework, okay? But we just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. We believe in you as well, because all of us, every one of us on this earth, we do have a calling. We do have a purpose. We have a reason we were created. And what we do here at the Dr. Renee Sunday Show, and my own mantra as being the platform builder, we want to actually bring you information, a resource that, one, you can be aware of a thing. Then after that, when you're aware, you're going to smile. And then after you smile, you're going to obtain your goals, dreams, and your purpose and destiny in life. Because we get information, we can actually make a wise decision, right? And that's what we all need to do, is step back for a minute. Just step back. If you're not driving, just take one step back. And just, you want to make a wise decision in the things that we do in regards to our family, our career, our business, and even in our own life. Let me let you know, stepping out on faith, stepping out and doing what is inside of you right now. I know you may be nervous. Some people may have some fear. But let me tell you, you know what fear is? Fear is the false evidence of fear and real. But what we want to let you know, that it does take the whole village. You do need to have, guess what, a mentor in the coach. You need to have someone to push you, and I always say push me off the cliff, but literally I'm talking, just push you out of your comfort zone, okay? Because somebody right now is praying. Somebody right now is hurting. Somebody right now don't know the next step because they waiting on you to walk in your purpose and destiny in life. So I'm glad you joined us so you can get some information how you can move a step further, closer to your purpose, obtaining your dream and your destiny, okay? So we're going to get it started. This episode that we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about the top 4 considerations when starting a podcast. The top 4, I'm just talking about 4 considerations you and I actually did when considering considerations starting the podcast. My 3rd grade teacher, I talk about all the time, Miss Chris McNair. She's always start with a definition, because you got to have the definition of a thing to be able to make wise decisions, make a wise judgment, but just actually to know what you're talking about. So a podcast, everywhere, podcast, right? And my definition, this is my definition, Dr. Renee Sunday, the platform builder. A podcast is a tool, T-O-O-L, or a medium where you can share your message with the world. That's what I say a podcast is. You go over to iTunes, it's over 550,000 last time I checked. We're going to say it's almost 1 million, okay? But there are many. But what makes all of them different, and all of them different from the Dr. Renee Sunday Show podcast, is guess what? It's me. I'm not boasting, but I bring my secret sauce. I bring my sha-na-na. As Grandma used to say, I bring my it. And that it is what makes the show all worthwhile, because I bring who I am. I bring the wisdom and the experience and the life lessons that I have been through. So no one has been through it the way I have been through it. Yes, we all have been through things that may be similar. You know, I've been through bullying. You know, I've been through poverty. You know, I've been through self-sabotaging my own self in business, okay? Yes, you may have some similar, but you know what? I can give you tools and strategies that may can help you in your situation. Because, see, you could be, divorced. You could be widowed. You could be single. You could be married. All that puts a whole different situation in the mix, right? And, of course, if you have kids, if you're a caregiver, the list could go on and on, right? So everybody's situation can be similar, and you can use similar things, but guess what? You got to walk that thing out. You know I always say that. So the number one, the first thing, I've been talking about it already, the first thing is you got to have the right mindset. You got to know that you can't sabotage yourself. You got to realize that you're a beautiful, wonderful man, and you're handsome if you're a man, right? You got to believe that you can do it, that you can impact people, that you can actually do this podcast and monetize it. You know, personal development is an everyday thing in my life. I do my prayer. I do my affirmations. My phone goes off and give me affirmations, okay? But of course, I need to make sure that I stay focused because this journey that I'm on called life, it's not about me. My goal in life is to help somebody smile so they can obtain their dreams and goals and purpose and destiny. We all have a piece of the pie, if you will. So we just got to make sure we go do it. So first thing, number one, the first consideration, you got to make sure you have the right mindset that you know you're going to share with other people, that you're not going to be talking the whole time on the podcast unless you're doing a solo like I'm doing on this session. But if you're interviewing somebody, if you're doing a panel, you can't hog all the information, right? Okay, that's number one. So we may need some help on number one. You know, I'm a counselor, so, go to ReneeSunday.com or DM me, and we can get that hashed out, okay? So that's number one. Number two, Dr. Sunday, what is number two? Number two is, I know mindset, but we got to also say we make a commitment. The commitment is, okay, the Dr. Renee Sunday Show podcast come on twice a week, okay, Monday, Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So when Monday and Thursday come, you need to be on point, right, Dr. Sunday, and that's what I do. You know, most of my shows, a lot of my shows are still live, but we still do pre-recorded shows. And the thing is, you need to make sure, no matter what you're doing, pre-recorded or live, you need to make sure you have your system together. That's what makes Chick-fil-A so wonderful. That's what makes Walmart so wonderful. That's what makes all the Fortune 500 companies so wonderful, because they have a system. So you need to have a system. We have a system at my business, the DRS Global. We have a system. So that's what makes it work so wonderfully. And your standard of operational procedure, SOP, got to be on point. If you got any staff, assistant, a team, a virtual assistant, okay, I can tell you that firsthand. Okay, been there, done that, bought a T-shirt, and there, okay. So number one was mindset. Number two, I got to have a commitment. I'm going to do this thing. It may not look like I'm making money at first. I'm going to keep doing it until I figure out how to monetize this thing. So you got to make a commitment on that. Okay? So number three, what's number three? Number three is, I've alluded to it already. You got to have a system. Ooh, I love Chick-fil-A. I go from one window to the next window to the next window and pick my item up, okay? So you got to know what's your system of getting guests? What's your system of advertising? What's your system of making money, monetizing it? What's your system? What's your system of getting advertisers? What's your system? So you got to have a system, and it needs to be written down. I know technology. I love it. I love technology. But we need to actually take it from our brain, put it on some type of paper, and then, it can be a PDF or more, Excel, but it needs to be documented and in a saved area. Okay, that's the point I'm saying. I love technology. You can put it in the phone and all that, but we need to actually have it in a file. If you do Google, whatever your file system you're using, Contra, if you just put it in there, and people will know what your policy is. People will know what your ding ding is, right? You know what they used to call ding ding is what you made of. Okay, they'll know what your policy. They'll know what your privacy statement is. They'll know. All those information, right? Because they tracking those everything. This AI is good. They pretty much know everything about us, right? Some of us good, some of us like, ooh, okay, you know too much. But in your podcast, you got to have a system. You got to have a system. So number one is you just coming in the top. the top 4 considerations when starting a podcast. And I'm Dr. Renee Sunday, the host of the Dr. Renee Sunday podcast. So 1 is mindset. Number 2 is commitment. Number 3 is what system you using. What system you using? What system? And that shouldn't be a open mouth experience. You should be able to know what's going on, right? And then the last thing, number 4. That's what's number 4. Number 4, you need to reach out to have a mentor or a coach. It does take the whole village. You've heard that several times. It does. And then, the people that we love, Oprah Winfrey, Tony Robbins, they say they have several coaches for every area of their life. So, we need to have that. Because all of us have been through stuff that we're proud of and stuff we're not proud of. So we got to actually go through those things. I went through bullying. I went through the poverty. I went through stuff I thought. Yeah, I went through that. But you know what? I know it's a daily basis of continually keeping it. Keep it focused. Like the kids say, keep it 100, But we got to stay woke, right, as the kids say also. But the thing about this, we need to get someone to decrease the time that we're doing this. Of course it's an investment. We shouldn't even talk about that. It's an investment. When you come to the Podcast Academy, the Podcast Profit Academy, the Podcast Profit Program, it's an investment. 4-week program, it's an investment, right? Because I'm giving you a shortcut to get to what you have to do. When you want to become a certified life coach, grief counselor, or media coach, it's an investment. It goes without saying. When you go to Walmart, you got to go in there and buy the stuff, it's an investment. When you go, when you do any kind of advertisement, marketing, it is an investment. So even if the event is free, you already know they're going to do it up there. You already know they're going to pick the product. You already know. So let's get past that. So after that, you got to get the information and knowledge that you can actually speed forward on this thing. Yes, you can start out with the podcast checklist. Yeah, you can do that. It's a nominal fee. You spend that in the little convenience store, But then you want to know more about it. You need to go to the master class. Start podcasting easy as 1, 2, 3. You go to the podcast. Then the next thing said, that's something I want to go from idea all the way to launch, and I want you to show me how to monetize this thing. Okay, that where you need to be at is the Podcast Profit Formula. And let me tell you what the URL is, podcastprofitformula.com. Okay? So I wanted to talk to you in this session. I wanted to talk to you about the top 4. That's what I consider the top 4 considerations when starting a podcast. You got to have your mind in the right place. Every day, sometimes you may have a bad day, but you got to bounce back when you're on this camera. You got to bounce back when you're on this mic. You got to bounce back because you got to be who you say you are. Can't be fake. You got to be real, authentic, credibility, all of those things, right? Then you got to say, okay, I'm committed. I'm commitment to this. I'm going to do this thing. If I can't do it live, I'm going to do this thing pre-recorded, okay? Or I may even let somebody have what they call a takeover, the podcast for an episode. Sort of like the Instagram takeover, similar. It's an investment for that, of course, right? With the magazine, the TV show. It's an investment. Come on. So then what system am I using to make this thing smooth? It got to be smooth. Smooth operating. Y'all remember that song. It needs to be a smooth process, okay? A system. Woo, I love the system. Okay? Then the last thing, you got to have a mentor coach. You got to have someone to direct you because we get off track sometimes. We get overwhelmed, and I heard one of my coaches actually said, when you get overwhelmed and burnt out, guess what? You are doing things, not just one, but things with an S, that's not where you're supposed to be. So we need to evaluate that. I had to evaluate that when she said that. The thing is, we need to grow. We need to grow every day. Even no matter what our age is, we need to grow in maturity. Because things that affected you when you were 20 don't affect you when you're 30, don't affect you when you're 50, don't affect you when you're 70, don't affect you when you're 80 and 90, okay? But when you start your podcast, these 4 things, please keep them top of mind. You got to make sure your mindset right. You got to make sure you can, commitment. You're not going to do it one time. The average is people start doing it a year and a half and they done. You're not going to do that. You're going to don't stop to get it, right? So number 3, you're going to have a system. So that's going to make it easier for you and your staff that you hire. Yes, you're going to hire a staff, okay? And then the last thing, you're going to hire a coach. I would love to be your coach if I'm a fit. If I'm not a fit, I'll help you find someone. So you can actually go from your idea to what you need to have in your manifestations of what you want, your program, your course, your magazine, your landscape business, your healthcare profession, wherever your dreams reside. Okay? So I thank you so much for joining us for this session. You know what to do. Share with your friends and family. Download, okay? All right. Go to our website, reneesunday.com, if you want to be a guest on our podcast. You can DM us as well if you want to be part of the Rev CEO, which is a membership that I have that actually it's mostly women, but we may allow some brave men. But it's women that's in ministry that's also called to the mantle of entrepreneurship. It's a membership for that. We meet once a month, and, you know, you can get that information. DM us, and we'll give you the URL for that. It is a small investment, okay? Also, with all the classes that I'm teaching, you can find out all that information at reneesunday.com/store. That's STORE. reneesunday.com/store. STORE. Yes. And we do have a nonprofit organization to take care of the insecurities, the food insecurity, the shelter insecurity, the mental health insecurity, the scholarships, and the things we need to do to advance our learning, okay? All that at TheSundayFoundation.org. What I want you to know is you do have a calling, you do have a reason you were born. I just want to let you know 3 things we've got to do. I'm included. We got to believe, we got to trust, and we got to walk that thing out. We got to don't stop, get it. And what are we getting? We're getting our purpose, and we're getting our purpose now. I am Dr. Renee Sunday, the platform builder. It's such an honor and a pleasure to be with you for this session. We talked about the top 4 considerations when starting a podcast. Please check out our other sessions, our other videos, and we just thank you for your time. Talk to you later. This is the Dr. Renee Sunday podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.